Hi! I have to sit in the car for a hot minute, so I figured we could have a little chat about this. You say that you don't believe me, that Mormons have called me terrible things since leaving the Mormon church, and that I'm just like being so dramatic for whatever reason. And I just think that's really funny because I'm not the one that's going around calling people terrible names. I feel like that's much more dramatic. Than just pointing out that people do that. I have done a lot of videos in the past, both on YouTube and on TikTok, where I talk about the really awful things that Mormons have said to me since I left the church. There's a popular video going around on like Mormon, ex-Mormon TikTok right now, where this sweet young Mormon girl says that anybody who talks bad or criticizes another religion is automatically a terrible person. So that's one of the things that people have said to me multiple times since I left the church. If I criticize the church, I'm a terrible person. I had one person who told me that people like Hitler and Stalin will be in a higher level of heaven than I will be, which has stuck with me just because of the absolute absurdity. And I did take screenshots of that. I did a whole YouTube video about it. I'm not sure where the screenshots are now, but they are on that video. At least I'm pretty sure they're on that video. My own in-laws started calling me Jezebel, which felt really nice coming from somebody that, you know, you're supposed to love you and care about you. I get comments all the time from Mormons saying things about how I'm going to hell or outer darkness, calling me names, making fun of the way I look or the way I dress or the way I talk. And it's, you know, I'm not being dramatic. That's just the way it is. And I think that maybe if I had chosen to live my life in a way that people didn't know I was an ex-Mormon, then that probably wouldn't happen. And so maybe you are living your life in a way where a lot of people aren't aware of the fact that you left the Mormon church, so you're not getting mean comments about it. But I made the decision after leaving the church to speak up about it because I feel like there's a lot that goes on inside the Mormon church that is wrong. I feel that it is a cult. I feel that it is destructive. I feel that it hurts people. I feel that it very much hurt me. It's damaged my relationships with other people. It damaged my self-esteem and my self-worth when I was growing up. It's lied to me. It has given me trust issues. There are a lot of things. And so I made the decision to start publicly criticizing the church for the bad things that it has done and continues to do. I get comments every day from Mormons saying mean things to me. And as a Mormon, I don't think that I would have expected that to happen because I wouldn't have personally done that, at least not to the extent that it's happened to me. I wouldn't have said mean things to people. But it does happen every single day. Obviously, I'm pretty active in the ex-Mormon space, and so that's what happens. And like, I'm not trying to say you should feel bad for me or anything. The whole point of the video you commented on was just to say that, like, I think it's funny that people will say really, really terrible, cruel things about me, and say that, like, I'm one of Satan's minions, or like I've fallen victim to Satan, or, you know, Satan has led me astray. Things like that, where it's just like, that is really dramatic. And I, as a person, I'm like a regular ass mom. Like, I have 4 kids. My day-to-day is taking care of my kids, cleaning my house, cooking for my family, doing a little bit of ex-Mormon work on the internet. But like, calling me the spawn of Satan or Jezebel, or telling me that Hitler will go to a higher level of heaven than me is ridiculous, because I am very, very, very average. Like right now I'm waiting for my kids to get home from school. It's funny to me. And I'm not saying, like, you know, I'm not trying to have a pity party. I'm just saying, I'm not being dramatic when I say that Mormons have said and continue to say really awful things about me that are kind of weird and not true. So anyway, that's where I was going with that. I'm really happy for you that you have not had to deal with that. And I think if I had made different choices, I also would not have had to deal with it, at least not anywhere near the level that I've had to, just being in the public eye. At least somewhat. I'm not famous or anything, but you know what I mean? Like, within the Mormon and ex-Mormon sphere, there are people who know who I am, and people who hate me for speaking about and criticizing the Mormon Church. So anyway, I'm happy for you that you haven't had to have that experience, and maybe someday, like, if I feel like making content about Mormonism is no longer serving me or no longer serving others, then I'll stop and I won't have to deal with getting that kind of comment anymore. Not that it's the end of the world. Like I said, it's not that big of a deal, but I don't know, like someday maybe that will happen. But for now, it's like, I don't know, nothing ever changed because somebody didn't speak up about it. You know what I mean? Anyway, hope you have a great day.